All right, guys, here we are. We are at Papa T's house today. We're getting ready to paint the Lightning. First, we had to do a little bit of cleaning up. So the paint shop had turned into basically a workshop. So this is a home-built paint booth. So it's not a professional paint booth as far as like one of those ones that you buy and you put up, but my dad built this himself and it works out really good. As you can see up here, we did something a little different today because this particular fan draws a lot of air. I mean, like a lot. So we were having issues with pulling too much air through the filters. And what would happen is anything like any lint or dust on your clothes, it would just suck it off of you. What we decided to do is come in and line the bottom of the door with filters. So whenever you shut this door, you're going to have filters all the way across the bottom, and we're going to tape it all up as best we can. Let's look at the truck real quick. We've not done anything else to it since the last time you saw it, but here it is. So we're going to pull the truck around here in just a second, wash it, get all the mud and dirt off of it, and then we're going to come in and fine tune everything. So as you can see up here, it really needs to be gone over again. We don't need any of these like scratch marks. Like I told you guys to start with, this was just a preliminary type sanding. We're going to really get down with it today, make sure everything's sanded down nice and smooth. We got the tail lights out now so we can get in all the corners. Also, something else I've not mentioned to you guys is I'm probably going to respray the wheels. After we get the truck painted, it's going to be slick, it's going to be wet, it's going to be black, right? These wheels are not really a true gloss black wheel. They're kind of in between like a satin and a gloss. They just probably got some age on them, a lot of brake dust and stuff like that over the years. So I'll probably respray them because I want the wheels, the tires, I want everything just blacked out on this thing. So we have new smoked headlights for the truck. I'll probably just tint the fog lights down here myself. And then I have brand new smoked tail lights for the rear. I just want to give you guys a quick rundown. There's going to be a lot of time lapse in this video as usual. That's kind of been my thing lately. But we're going to go ahead, get this thing washed up, do some time lapses. We'll talk if we can talk. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We had a little low spot here. This is probably the worst spot on the truck. It was a little low spot. There's another small one there. Just some little imperfections. So Papa T just kind of went around and smeared some putty on some stuff. And under the hood, believe it or not, has been washed and blown off. I know it doesn't look like it really has, but trust me, it has. We're going to tape all this off anyway. We're going to shoot some base coat under the bottom of the hood, and then we're going to paint the top of it. And then once I get it home, probably in a couple of weeks, I'm going to just unbolt the hood, flip it upside down, and then spray the bottom side. We don't really have the room in the shop to go taking the hood off, so we're just going to handle it that way. But trust me guys, in the end it's all going to be fine. It's just a different way of going about things. Up here, some more filler. I do want to show you guys the inside of the door of this truck. Man, these things it's just clean. Look at that. Now maybe you see why I wanted to buy this truck. It just literally needed paint, basically ready to start taping up. So we have plenty of time if we want to spray it tonight or this evening, but I say plenty of time. We do have to kind of get on the ball, but either way, we're not rushed. If we make it, if we spray it today, we spray it today. If not, oh well. You guys know I love giving shout outs. This is one of my dad's buddies, and he hooked us up today. Figured why not, right? Come out here, give him a little shout out, spread the love. Glad to have that pool back, I can tell you guys that. So we're gonna have to go get in the pool here before too long. It's getting hot, guys. I'm gonna go ahead, start working on this thing, and I'll get back to you guys here in just a few. So there's a small crack in the door frame up here. So that's what my dad's doing right now, is just sanding all the paint off of it basically, and getting ready to do this. Hey, look who I found. You guys hadn't seen him in a while. So if you don't remember, this is my brother Fulton. I can't get my other sorry brother out here. Where's Hayden at, by the way?
You know just as good as I do, because I ain't got a clue.
So we had a couple scratches down here on the bottom, and Fulton has fit looking just perfect. If you don't know or remember, Fulton worked at a body shop not too long ago. How long did you work there? A couple years? Yeah. So he was there for a couple years. So, you know, he got a lot of experience there at the body shop, you know, here with my dad. So it's just, you know, like I said, everybody's involved in this. Hayden used to work up there at the body shop. They can hold their own, is what I'm trying to say. But the truck is coming along. We started doing some taping, or just outlining anyway. I'm not the best taper, guys. I can promise you. But either way, my dad will be back here pretty soon, so we're gonna get this thing knocked out. Now, we've still not completed all of the sanding of the edges and stuff like that. But honestly, guys, that's, I don't know, what, 35, 45 minute job? Pretty easy there. We'll be able to knock that out. All right, I'll catch back up with you guys in just a minute. We didn't get everything done that we wanted to get done, but for the most part, I'm happy with the results. The truck has been sanded with 500 grit sandpaper. It's the foam back stuff. It's really good. Fulton went and picked this up from the body shop that he used to work at, and that's what they use. That's what we've used on pretty much all of our vehicles so far. It just works out really good. It really smooths the finish out. Now, it's not been wiped down yet, so it still needs the final wipe. And we are going to try to just base the truck. We're probably going to shoot some primer up here on the roof and some primer on the bare spots. But I think we're going to just go ahead and base this thing. Under the hood, we do have to come in tomorrow, kind of scuff everything up, but we're just going to shoot some base under the hood of this thing. Bumper and everything else looks pretty good. We're going to leave this here tonight. I'm going to come back early in the morning, and we're going to finish this thing up. We're going to go ahead, shoot the base coat, shoot the clear coat, all that tomorrow rather than tonight. The bugs really start to kind of come out at night. Humidity starts to rise, so we don't really want to do that. Plus, we're tired. I mean, I think everybody's just beat. I mean, it was so hot today. You can probably look at my face and tell. So we don't want to push our luck, and you know what happens whenever you try to rush something. So we got all day tomorrow. We'll come out here, we'll get after it, we'll get this thing done. Guys, I think this is gonna look pretty good. We got all of our little issues taken care of, like all the little divots that we had in the paint, like all that stuff's pretty much taken care of. So that's your update for tonight. I don't know if this is gonna be a two-part video or what the case may be. You guys have not seen this on the channel in a while. It's got a F303 cam. It's got a SN93 supercharger on it. It's got World Products heads, roller rockers, like all that type stuff, right? Upper and lower intake, all that. The car runs really good. It's got 355 gears in it. And it's just a good running car. Starting to cool off, but we just don't want to fight the bugs tonight. We are en route to Papa T's house. It is about 7:45 in the morning. This is called a free car wash. You gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. Oh yeah, another free car wash. All right, guys, we'll be at Papa T's house in just a few minutes. We'll go ahead and get kicked back off on the Lightning. See you guys then. We're gonna go ahead and get started. It's about 9:30. Oh, look, there's Papa T. Yep. You really can't tell, you know, what you've got done until you wipe it down. When you wipe it down, it'll show any spots that you didn't get. So this is actually pretty deceiving right now, because it looks like, you know, there's some spots that maybe didn't get sanded good, and what that is just oil from our skin or sweat from earlier. But once we wipe it down, that'll clean everything off. Sorry, I know that fan's loud, but we were trying to get all the dust sucked out. Our new filter setup over here seems to be working pretty good. Got everything kind of wet down. I'm going to set you guys up, and from here we're probably just going to do a lot of time lapse. I'm sure we'll probably mix it up as far as who sprays it. Probably be a little bit of both of us. I typically like for him to do the clear coat, but I'll probably spray some base. I might spray some. I don't know. I'm not a overall car painter as much as I am spot painting. I mean, I can do it, but you know, this isn't a time to be experimenting. I guess I'll just say that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up, and we're gonna get started here in just a few minutes. It'll probably be about an hour for us, but for you guys, it'll be that quick. We did it, Papa T. Another one in the books. Guys, it's not perfect, okay? We have finally, I think, figured out what's going on. I think my dad's air compressor is basically worn out. Probably needs a rebuild. We had an issue earlier with some oil. He filled it up with oil, and I'll just real quick tell you guys, he filled it up with oil, and I think we ended up with a little bit of oil in the line, so we think we're getting some blow-by somewhere. Papa T let me have the reins, and we got it done, guys. It's been a very long time since I've sprayed it in pretty much an entire vehicle, I guess you could say, by myself. So we haven't got it out yet to look, but I do believe that we're probably gonna have a couple dry spray spots here and there, but that's all right. We can wet sand them out. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start untaping. Yeah, it's gonna look good. So let's go ahead and flip some whites on. Let you guys really see this thing. We're gonna probably untape it and roll it out here in just a minute. So I'll pick back up with you guys once we get it untaped and get it outside. Cross your fingers that we don't have too many issues, but I think it's gonna be okay. Guys, I'm going to end the video here. Figured I'd walk around, kind of show you the truck before we put everything back together. So we're going to wrap this portion of the video up. Next time you see this truck, we'll have everything back on it, and I'll probably be in the process of wet sanding and buffing. Remember, guys, we had some issue with something in the line, right? So we think a little bit of what we're seeing, like trash wise, was probably some oil maybe that come out of his tank. So considering that, man, I think this turned out really good. And we'll be able to get, hell, 90–95% of that out. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching. We are finally headed home with the truck, freshly painted. And we're gonna get started, guys, here pretty soon. As you can see, I'm loaded down. I've got stuff everywhere. We got stuff in the back of the truck. But we are headed home. Let's see, it is 5:57 my time. So the truck has been painted now for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, might as well go ahead and drive it, right? Feels good to have this thing done. Feels good. We got a lot of work ahead of us though with the wet sanding and buffing. Either way, guys, I'm super excited. I'm just also really tired right now. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing home and see what we got.